Hi, everybody. My name is Brenda Myers, and I am CEO and founder of Journey Insurance Solutions. I am so excited to be a part of you guys' Fall Leadership Conference this year that's being held virtually. So I'm going to share with you guys today about being an entrepreneur, starting a business, and growing your business. But before we do that, let me share my screen with you, and I'm going to tell you just a little bit about myself and my journey to being an entrepreneur. Give me 1 second so I can share my screen. Okay, here we go. Again, this is me. My name is Brenda Myers. I am CEO and founder of Journey Insurance Solutions, LLC. I started my business in 2008, 2009, when the economy kind of crashed. So at the downturn of the economy, I was working for one of the largest law firms in the state of Mississippi. Well, there was a rumor going around that the law firm was going to lay off because a lot of people were laying off, people were losing their jobs left and right. All these other companies, were downsizing. But I felt pretty secure because I worked for one of the partners in the law firm, and I had been there over 8 years. So I was like, I think I'm gonna be okay. Well, when the first round of layoffs came about, I didn't get laid off. And, I was like, okay, well, I'm good. But about a week later, I got a phone call from Human Resources, and I was like, oh boy, here we go. So when I went to Human Resources, I sat down with the Human Resources director, and she was telling me, you're so amazing, you do such a wonderful job, but we're going to have to let you go. So I don't recall being upset about that. I recall sitting in the office thinking, oh, okay, well, it's time to do something else. I'll just, see what the next door is going to have behind it. So I left the law firm, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he was telling me about the insurance industry. He had started in the insurance industry, and he was making money, and he was working for himself. So I was like, oh man, I might want to do that. But what I did initially was I got my severance money, I took some time off, I enjoyed it, but my money was running out. So I found myself in a situation where I had no job, no money, and no plan. So I had to regroup. So what I did was I did go ahead and get my insurance license, and I started working for one of the local insurance companies around town. Well, the money was pretty good, but I didn't like the way the company ran. I didn't like their way of doing things. So I said to myself, well, maybe I can, do this myself. Maybe I can open my own business. And that's what I did. Well, I got my insurance license first, went to class, got my insurance license. And then I went to the Secretary of State's office. I got an LLC, paid me a little $50, got an LLC. And I was like, oh, wow, I'm in business, and I put my name on it. I named my company initially Myers Insurance Group. Well, I felt good about that because that was my name. I had my name on my business, and I felt like I had made it. Little did I know, I mean, it takes way more than just the initial $50 to have a business. But, as time went on, I realized that, that name of my business was kind of personal, kind of selfish for me. So I know that life is a journey, peaks and valleys, highs and lows, especially when it comes to money. So I learned how to grow money, and I learned how to make money work. So I started Journey Insurance Solutions. I changed the name from Myers Insurance Group to Journey Insurance Solutions. And here we are today. So let me just give you a little bit of background about myself. These are all the things that I've accomplished since I have been an entrepreneur. Being an entrepreneur, it has opened so many more doors for me. I mean, I am, of course, an entrepreneur. I am a motivational speaker, I am an author, and I am a mentor. A mentor in a program that's in the state of Mississippi called SCORE. SCORE actually helps entrepreneurs get started. And later on, I'm going to share some information with you guys about that. But I mean, if you look at the pictures, even for leisure, I have time to play golf because I own my own business. I, can set my own schedule, my calendar. So that gives me the opportunity to do some of the things that I want to do. I've been featured on several radio shows and magazines, and been the public speaker on several summits. So it's just been amazing since I've been an entrepreneur. If you're going to be an entrepreneur, dream big. Dream big. Do you dream about starting a business? You're not alone. Millions of Americans share that dream, and yet not everyone have the courage to start. But if you're watching this video, you've already taken the steps toward turning your dream into reality. I mean, you're in a class to learn about being an entrepreneur. So that's great. That's the first step. So the next thing is, what is entrepreneurship? Entrepreneurship is fraught with uncertainties, offering no guarantees. No guarantees mean that you work for yourself, the business that you're in, you have to work hard to make sure that it runs properly. Okay. If you ask most people their impression of entrepreneurship, they might use words like small business or innovative, or describe it as working for yourself. And some might say to be an entrepreneur is a free-spirited rebel who makes his own way in the business world. But simply put, entrepreneurship is the endeavor of creating, owning, and commercializing an idea, technology, product, or service, as well as assuming the risks and rewards associated with that enterprise. So whichever industry you choose to go into to be an entrepreneur, that's people are going to say, oh, it's a small business. Oh, he's innovative. Oh, he's working for himself. But that's fine. That's true. You are all of those things when you are an entrepreneur. Okay, I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see the rest of this. I'm trying to read this, but when you get older, your eyes kind of do funny things, and you need your glasses. So as an entrepreneur, we wear many hats. I mean, not only are we CEO and president, but we're also in charge of administration, which is answering phones, handling paperwork and office management, accounting, which includes bookkeeping, taxes, payables and receivables, human resources, hiring, firing, managing employees, marketing, which is creating and promoting your company's image via advertising, etc. Sales, which includes prospecting for new leads, cold calling, making sales presentations, and more. And then customer service, taking care of orders, managing and handling complaints, and building relationships. But there's one myth about being an entrepreneur or entrepreneurship. The myth is the majority of small businesses will fail. Of course, that is not true. All businesses do not fail. As a matter of fact, in the first 1 or 2 years, that's when you're going to see, some growth. But, the financial side of it might not come as fast as we would like. But according to the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, after 2 years in business, the majority of startups succeed. After 5 years, about half fail and half succeed. Proper planning and hard work is the only way to guard against failure. So if you're going to be an entrepreneur, if you're going to start a business, then you got to know that it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen overnight. But if you have the desire and a dream inside of you, then you'll make it work. Now, how do you define success? A lot of people define success in different ways. Part of the allure of being your own boss is the ability to define success as you see fit. Traditionally, entrepreneurs measure success based on their income, the growth in their personal wealth, or other financial metrics. But the free market also means that an entrepreneur can define success in subjective personal terms. An entrepreneur may judge his or her own success by commercializing a product that improves lives, provide employment to dozens or hundreds of people, or create financial security and prosperity for the entrepreneur and her children. His or her children. I don't want to just be gender specific. It's his or her children. Entrepreneurship is open to everybody. But when they say create financial security and prosperity for their children, that means you are in a position to leave a legacy for your kids. When you start and grow a successful business, you have the opportunity to leave that business to your kids. So I think that's amazing. Now, how to be successful as an entrepreneur? Well, three things that come to mind when you're wanting to be an entrepreneur is growth. And then there's social media marketing, and then it's all about timing. You have to just make sure that you're ready when the time comes to, just jumpstart your career and becoming an entrepreneur. By that, I mean, you have to do your homework. So what is growth? Let me move my little thing of myself here. Okay, so how do you grow your business? You want to attract more prospective customers. You want to increase conversion rates. You want to increase retention. You want to increase referrals. Those are 4 ways to grow your business. But there are other ways to grow your business also, by attending networking events, hosting events, giving back to the community, and measuring what works and refine your approach as you go. So there's no cookie cutter way to growing your business or making your business work. You just have to find what's best for you, and then you have to work it and make sure that you continue and be consistent with what you do. Now, the power of social media in this day and time is so awesome. I mean, social media is a powerful tool to promote your business to potential customers and gain valuable insight through social listening. Through social listening, you can find out what customers are saying about you, gain insight into their behavior, and identify keywords and trends that appeal to your target market. So improve your customer service. Social media can help you to build your business profile and attract new customers. Now, as a business owner myself, as an entrepreneur, I post daily on social media, all the social media platforms. You have, of course, Facebook, you have Instagram, and you have LinkedIn. Those are the 3 main social media marketing networks that are out there to help get your business known, to get your business recognized, and to let people know where you are and what you're doing. Timing is everything. If it's meant to happen, it will, at the right time for the right reason. So, sometimes we think, well, I've been trying this. I've been doing this for so long. I've been trying to, get my business off the ground or whatever, but it's all about timing. And if it's meant to happen, it will happen. You just have to stay the course, not give up, and just keep pressing forward. Because if that dream is embedded in you, then it will definitely come to fruition. Now, let's talk about resources. So I mentioned earlier about starting a business, and which really was just getting an LLC, which cost me $50. But, that is really unrealistic to think that, you can have a business by just getting an LLC. It's so much more to that. But the good thing is there are resources out there to help you guys get started. There are resources out there for entrepreneurs. There are resources out there for minority groups. There are resources out there for women-owned businesses. There's so much information out there to help young entrepreneurs get started. These are just a few of them. We have the SBA, which is a Small Business Administration, and at Jackson State University, they have a business center at the E-Center. They have a Mississippi E-Business Center. And I mentioned SCORE, where I'm a mentor. So SCORE, for the life of your business, they are designed to really help entrepreneurs get started. And then we have Innovate Mississippi, who is also, another agency that you can go through. And then the Mississippi Development Authority. There's so many organizations out there to help people get grants and programs to start small businesses. So we can look into all of this information, and to do that, all you have to do is go on the internet and look up these organizations, and it will direct you to wherever you're looking for. So again, my name is Brenda Myers, and I just want to thank you guys for listening in, and I know that you guys are going to make it. If you have that dream and that desire inside of you to be an entrepreneur, then that's what you should do. Don't let people talk you out of your dream. By that, I mean, like if you tell somebody, your friends and family, that you want to, let's just say, start a nail salon, and then they'll say to you, oh, that's great. You're starting a nail salon, but you're really good at doing hair. Why don't you open a beauty salon? Well, not that they're trying to knock your dream, but it's a compliment that they're giving you, but then at the same time, it's not a vote of confidence that they're giving you. Don't let people deter you. What people tell you, stuff like that, that's just their opinion. You don't have to, take it and run with it and do what they say. You don't have to say, oh, well, maybe I should, open a hair salon. I am really good at hair. But if your dream is doing nails, even if you open a hair salon, you're not going to be happy. So I'm going to stop sharing my screen real quick. Let's see. Okay. All righty. Well, again, my name is Brenda Myers, and I am CEO and founder of Journey Insurance Solutions. And it was just my honor to be able to share with you guys today some information about being an entrepreneur, how to grow your business, how to start your business. I hope you were able to get some nuggets from, what I had to share with you guys today, and I hope you can apply it. Now, when you get information, whether it's from, from the classroom, or if it's from like training sessions, webinars, or whatever, if you don't apply that, it's really just information. It's just something you did. You listened to something, you heard something, but you didn't act on it. So it's just information. It's sitting dormant inside of you. So just take the nuggets that you gleaned from this video and just apply it to life, and just write down, make yourself a plan, make yourself a list of everything that you want to do. And then whatever your industry is, whatever the business is that you want to go into, make sure you do your research. You need to find out, first of all, if you thinking of a name of your business, the first thing you need to do is contact the Secretary of State's office and see if that name is available. Somebody may have already chosen your name for your business. You have to make sure that you do that first. That's the very first step, because you don't want to put your name on something that somebody already have that business. You don't want to name your business Journey Insurance Solutions, and then there's already a Journey Insurance Solutions out there. So when you go to the Secretary of State's website, they will direct you to where you need to go to find out if that name is already taken. And if it is, then you just have to readjust and just come up with something else, fabulous. But then after that, you pay your LLC and get your LLC, you pay your $50, and then you're well on your way. But the very next thing you need to do is you need to get a business plan. You need to get a business plan. What is a business plan? A business plan is a projection of where you see your business going over the next 3 to 5 years. Because you're just starting up, you don't know how much money you're going to make. You don't know what's, if it's going to, what's going to be a good seller, or what's going to be a bad seller, or which month you're going to make a lot of money, or which month is going to be like kind of like not so good. But you put projections out there as to what you think is going to be, and then we go from there. Now, at Jackson State University, there is a whole department that's geared toward helping young business owners prepare a business plan. When I started in the industry, that's the resource that I utilized. I went to Jackson State University and I sat down with the person that's in charge of doing the business plans, and he went through it with me step by step. I still have that initial business plan to this day because it was so amazing. So utilize all the resources that are available to you. And if you need a mentor, there are mentors out there, people who have already done whatever business you're trying to do. There's no need for you to reinvent the wheel. All these resources are there for you, and this is just great. I was not aware of all of this when I started my business. I just stepped out on faith and I was like, I'm going to make this work. I'm going to do what I have to do to make this work. But then later on in my business, I found out about some grant programs that the city of Jackson was having. I participated in that. And then SCORE Mississippi, like I said, they have programs, and the SBA. And even during this pandemic, there's all kinds of resources for small business owners. So just tap into all of that, and make sure you utilize everything that's available to you. So again, my name is Brenda Myers, and it has been my pleasure to talk to you guys, and good luck, and take care. Bye-bye.